Biscuit, and Biscuit says, "You're full of crap."
Well, I appreciate it. I
Just
appreciate it.
want you.
Is that what that text meant this week?
I was about to say, is that?
I'm like, what are we talking about over here?
Well, I show up at West Lincoln, and
I sent you a biscuit.
and I said, he looked at me, and I said, I'm an official. Terry Reinhardt said I could park wherever I want. He looked at me. He goes, well, I'll tell you what, he's full of crap. And then, no, but I can tell y'all are friends. I think y'all argue a little bit about sports at work. So
Yeah,
Somebody argue with Terry about sports?
He's kind of odd, man. He's a Carolina fan. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Come
this is
on,
funny.
be a real person. Be a State fan.
But when he told me,
Which state?
I was expecting, him to say my name is Frank or Ryan or something, and he told me his name was Biscuit. And I was like, that is a very West Lincoln name.
Come again?
I had a doctor whose last name was Pancakes.
You have a doctor that was named as Pancake?
His last name literally was Pancakes.
Oh, nice.
He was a physical therapist. I was like, how in the world did you get the name Pancakes?
Would have been fitting if he was like a cardiologist or something like that.
Yeah. But he has physical therapy. I was like, this is interesting.
Oh,
I know
goodness.
that's completely off point.
No, but it's all right. It was connected vaguely. That's all right.
Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody's breakfast? Doing good? We'll get it lunch and dinner here at McDonald's in Cherryville. Happy Saturday to everybody. You listen on the radio, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM. You can watch this show every Saturday live on the YouTube. Go to the KTC Broadcasting YouTube channel or search the Shock Joxx for KTC Broadcasting on your YouTube page. Bring it up. Watch it on the big screen. See our beautiful, pretty faces for everybody watching live at home. Hello.
I don't know whether they need all to do that, but
What? See
we're
our pretty
here.
faces?
Yeah.
Now, so that is a reminder for the folks on the radio. If you do miss a segment, you're a NASCAR fan or a golf fan or a baseball fan, you can always go back and rewatch the show on our YouTube channel and catch up with the segments that you missed. Usually during the show, what we do is we start off with a little NASCAR action because our show before us goes off with some of our local racing, and so we'll start there this morning, Terry. And good race last week, Terry. Have fun with it. We always have to ask Terry.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle Busch finished in the top 10. That's all you can ask.
Can somebody stop Christopher Bell, please?
He's pretty darn good right now.
Yeah. So I just was looking. Do you see what his team did this year that they are alluding could be contributing to his results? They used to have a ban on him doing racing dirt track races. Well, they lifted that ban, and so he's been driving dirt track races, enjoying that. And apparently, it's really helping his form in NASCAR.
How about that? I don't know. 4 races, you've won 3 of them.
Yeah.
What more can you say?
Well, it's still not good enough. William Byron's in first.
That's stupid. That is just so stupid.
Well, it's on account of William
is
Byron.
the points leader.
Yeah, because of
Bell
his
has
finishes.
3 wins. Byron has 1. Bell has 3 top 5s. Byron has 2. But Bell did not finish, and he is 13 points behind.
It's
That
just-
hurt.
He didn't finish the Daytona, didn't
So
he?
records are checkers, boys. Records are checkers for the
Well,
Bell
you didn't
boy.
finish, Tom.
I just don't. I just can't do this, man. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean,
Every sport we talk about nowadays, not like every sport, there's just it's nonsense.
okay,
Like, some of the things
it's like
they do,
this.
isn't it?
If
It's
you
just
have a
crazy.
football team and you go out and you win 3 ball games and you're 3-1, but one of the, you played 4 and you got beat 42-7 one game. But if you won 3, you're 3-1. You're still first place in your conference. If everybody else is 2-2.
That's a little different comparison, though.
No, it's not.
It is,
No,
though.
no,
You're
it's
not going. You're not going
if you-
1-on-1.
If you wreck, it's like getting. Well, you didn't go 1-on-1. You went 1-on-35.
Exactly.
Or 40 and
So
won.
if you've got 30 some odd
even
race
more.
car drivers in front of you, they get more points than you do.
That is the stupidest thing
Tom.
I've ever heard in my
He
life.
should have finished the race.
Oh, shut
Christopher
up.
Bell finished the race.
Terry.
You mean Byron?
Yeah. Well, Byron, I'm talking about. No, Christopher Bell has finished all his races.
No, he
William Byron.
hadn't.
He's the one who had Christopher Bell's
Yeah,
the
Bell's the one that
Yeah.
hadn't.
Who's the NASCAR
Oh, yeah.
fan? Who's our NASCAR expert?
That's right.
I just telling you, man. I think if you,
I got it
I think this would
Yeah.
be like if
All right.
I was one of the powers that be in NASCAR, and I woke up on Monday morning and looked at the points and saw Christopher Bell, who had won 3 races, is not the points leader. It's like it's time to reevaluate how we're awarding points.
I do like how ESPN has their standings ranked. For once, ESPN kind of got something right because they're ranking them. They've got Bell showing as first because he's got 3 wins. Now, but they do have the points off to the side, and they have William Byron ranked second.
Let me get, because you guys follow it more than I do. You still get like points for? Do you get a laps led point and?
I think they took that away. Didn't
Well, I think it's now 1 point. It used to be 5. Remember back in the day when they gave so many points, like a large number of points for every race, you got 5 points.
If you led a lap period,
you can have stage 1 points, stage 2 points, as long as you finish in your top 10.
And are they doing that fastest lap of the race point this year? Didn't they talk about that?
Something, yeah.
So I mean, I think they still offer that, Tom.
Well,
but I'm
just by simple math alone, Tom, if you gave I wouldn't say it wouldn't be 5 because Byron would have 1. If it was 6 points, it would be.
I tell you what, I
extra for a win. He would be ahead of him, or 7. But like,
and just another little point. I don't like it when one manufacturer dominates and see that. I like to look at here. I see some Chevys, Toyotas, Fords. I like to see it a little bit, mixed up there to where it's fair. Because sometimes, some years it seems like one manufacturer will dominate. But that's kind of cool, man. No matter what kind of car you're driving, you've got a chance. I think that was something else.
Well, Kyle Busch, when he first started off, he was like in 26th place after Daytona. But now he's moved himself up to 8th. With 3 top 10s.
NASCAR drivers no longer receive points for leading a lap. Okay. NASCAR stopped awarding points for laps led in 2014.
Dodge is talking about getting back.
I remember at one time they did. I couldn't remember. Who is Dodge?
Dodge is talking about getting back into
it. What was that? I wonder where they put the Charger, I guess.
Or Challenger, I don't know.
Yeah, or Challenger.
Mm-hmm.
But put the General Lee out there.
Camaro is on its last legs. They got to figure out something else they're going to do.
They're going to stop making Camaros, Chevy. Yeah, I figure they are. You can't make money making it. They're making all trucks and SUVs.
Yeah. Well, Terry, this week they're going out to Vegas. Any thoughts or favorites out there on that one?
No, Vegas is wide open again, 1.5 miles. So,
see what the odds are here.
Is it
slicker
or is it more bank?
Are they odd?
No, it's pretty flat.
In
a couple little corners, but I mean nothing that's gonna.
I'm trying to pull up
scare you
the weekend schedule.
It's not Dover,
huh?
No. Wrong.
I always thought Dover was neat. It looked like a funnel. I always thought Dover was neat. Well, that was only a mile, though, right? Dover's a mile.
Monster Mile.
Yeah.
Monster Mile. It's awkward. It's like it's one of the few tracks where the turns are significantly longer than the straightaways do.
When the Pocono race isn't for a while? They don't race up there till
they raced one time, and I hate that. I love Pocono.
That's a good.
So like when I think about the unique track, because they got so many tracks. They got Vegas, they got Kansas. All these ones they didn't have back, but. Pocono was always one of my favorites.
And Pocono could come down to anything. It could come down to gas mileage. I mean, a lot of things could happen.
But back in the 90s, they used to blow motors at Pocono all the time.
Yep.
Like, I don't think that happens as much anymore, but they used to always blow motors. I guess because you had to slow down so much and then get on it so much.
Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell are both co-favored plus 400. Tyler Reddick plus 650. William Byron plus 750. Denny Hamlin 850.
Practice today's at 1:30, qualifying at 2:40. Xfinity Series today on KDC Broadcasting, 92.9 FM, is at 4:30 today. Tomorrow, Sunday schedule, race coverage begins at 3:30 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Pennzoil 400. Here on KTC Broadcasting, we'll have coverage of both those games, plus ACC tournament coverage tonight, championship game. Was it Louisville and Duke? Is that right?
You got it.
Yep.
They beat Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson lost last night.
Clemson was the number 3 seed, Louisville number 2.
And then if you folks interested in that, we're going to talk about that.
Clemson was playing well, though, man.
Yeah.
Clemson was playing well.
We'll talk about that after the break, but we'll have the selection show actually tomorrow, guys, on WHS for you folks in Cleveland County. You can listen to that for you sports fans. The race will be on tomorrow afternoon, obviously, for Vegas. Let's see. We'll jump over real quick after done with that. I got a couple of golf notes here.